Understanding maturity through 10 essential laws. Maturity is not about age. It is about how you handle yourself, your emotions, and your life situations. Some people may reach old age without becoming truly mature, while others find maturity early because of their mindset and choices. But what exactly makes someone mature? Can we define it in steps or principles? Today, we'll explore the 10 laws of maturity, key principles that guide us towards personal growth and wisdom. These aren't rules you can memorize overnight, but ideas you must embrace gradually. From better decision-making to handling conflicts peacefully, each law unlocks a new dimension of emotional, social, and mental growth. By walking through these laws one at a time, with practical examples to show their impact, this script will give you the tools to reflect on your personal journey. Now let's dive into the first few principles of maturity. Law 1. Accept responsibility for your actions. Mature people don't make excuses for their mistakes. They acknowledge their flaws and learn from them. Example: imagine you're working on a group project and you miss a deadline. A mature response would be to own your mistake, apologize to your team, and make extra effort to complete the work. Immaturity, on the other hand, would mean blaming others or pretending the mistake wasn't yours. Owning up to our actions, no matter how small, builds trust and accountability in relationships and work environments. Law 2. Control your emotions. Emotional control is one of the most visible signs of maturity. Mature individuals think before reacting and don't let their feelings control them. Bitter suicides. Example: you're stuck in traffic on your way to an important event. Instead of honking, yelling, or stressing out, you accept the situation and adjust your mindset, perhaps using the time to listen to a calming podcast. This small act of emotional regulation speaks volumes about personal growth. Life often throws unexpected challenges. By controlling our emotions, we can approach those moments more calmly and make wiser decisions. Law 3. Practice empathy. Mature individuals understand that everyone has their battles. Empathy allows us to connect with people rather than judge them. Example: suppose a colleague snaps at you at work. Instead of getting defensive, a mature approach would be to calmly ask if something is bothering them. Perhaps they're dealing with personal stress you didn't know about. Empathy helps us to respond with kindness rather than escalate tension. It makes relationships stronger and communication smoother. These first 3 laws, responsibility, emotional control, and empathy, lay the foundation for a mature mindset. Each teaches us to be aware of how we think and act in everyday situations. In the next segment, we'll cover more laws that focus on self-growth, patience, and perspective. Let me know when you're ready to continue. Building on the foundations of maturity. Let's continue uncovering the next set of laws that guide us toward a mature and fulfilling life. Law 4. Embrace patience. Maturity thrives when we learn to wait, whether for opportunities, results, or answers. Impatience often leads to frustration, poor choices, and regret. Patience, on the other hand, fosters resilience. Example: consider someone saving up for a vacation. Instead of using a credit card and getting into debt, a mature person will save gradually, appreciating the value of delayed gratification. Changing the potnap. Patience allows you to enjoy the process, not just the outcome. It reduces stress and gives you a greater sense of achievement. Law 5. Keep an open mind. Mature people know that they don't know everything. They are willing to listen, learn, and adapt their beliefs when presented with new evidence. Example: suppose you have a disagreement with a friend about politics or religion. Instead of shutting the conversation down or forcing your opinion, you hear them out with genuine curiosity. You may not agree in the end, but keeping an open mind strengthens respect in the relationship. Staying open-minded enriches your perspective and teaches you that learning is a lifelong process. Number 6. Focus on growth, not perfection. Maturity isn't about being flawless. It's about continuously improving yourself and accepting that setbacks are part of growth. Example: think of someone who takes up fitness but falls off track during the holidays. A mature approach is to resume without guilt and keep moving forward. Knowing mistakes don't define their journey, being growth-focused allows you to celebrate progress over perfection, making life less stressful and more meaningful. Law 7. Choose forgiveness over grudges. A mature response would be to let go of resentment and either talk to them calmly about how you feel or accept that people sometimes make mistakes. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It means refusing to let bitterness control your emotions. We've now covered patience, open-mindedness, growth over perfection, and forgiveness. These principles teach us to find balance and resilience in life. Up next, we'll wrap up the final 3 laws, focusing on independence, self-awareness, and setting boundaries. The final laws of maturity. And we'll dive into the last 3 laws of maturity, which focus on cultivating independence, self-awareness, and boundaries. 3 powerful traits that define a fully mature individual. Law 8. Practice independence without isolation. Mature people can take care of themselves, emotionally, financially, and mentally. However, they also know the value of connections and aren't afraid to ask for help when needed. Example, a young adult who moves out of their parents' home and learns to manage their bills and chores is a clear example of independence. At the same time, calling home for advice or support when things get tough shows wisdom, not weakness. True maturity is finding a balance between relying on yourself and nurturing the right support systems.
Law 9.
Cultivate self-awareness. Self-awareness is about understanding your own strengths, weaknesses, and patterns. Mature people regularly reflect on their behavior and are honest with themselves about areas they need to improve. Example, suppose you notice you tend to interrupt people in conversations. Instead of ignoring the behavior, a mature response is to acknowledge it, apologize if needed, and consciously work on listening better. When you're self-aware, you see yourself clearly and are open to evolving for the better. Law 10. Set healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries is crucial for maturity. It means knowing your limits, communicating them respectfully, and standing firm when others push those limits. Example, a colleague may ask you to handle extra work after hours, but if you're already at capacity, you politely decline. I appreciate you trusting me with this, but I'm at my limit right now. Let's find another solution together. Mature people don't sacrifice their well-being just to please others. They understand the power of saying no when necessary. These 10 laws of maturity act as a roadmap to personal growth. By accepting responsibility, managing emotions, practicing empathy, and following the other principles we've discussed, you can navigate life's complexities with grace and confidence. Maturity isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about becoming a better version of yourself each day. Ask yourself, which of these laws resonates most with you, and which ones do you need to embrace more fully? Start small, stay consistent, and watch your maturity shape a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Pick one, have a tell-by shirt. Remember always to subscribe to our channel to get notified on new content.